to Sir Bruce Forsyth, who died yesterday at the age of 89.
His career in light entertainment spanned more than 7 decades. Starting out at the age of 14, he went on to become the man who defined Saturday night telly, hosting shows including The Generation Game, Play Your Cards Right and Strictly Come Dancing.
Well, he was born in North London and started tap dancing at an early age. It was a passion that stayed with him throughout his life.
I'm putting on my top hat, mussing up my white tie, dancing in...
He was 30 years old when he was asked to present Sunday night at the London Palladium. 10 million viewers regularly tuned into the show.
Well, he quickly became one of the most popular family entertainers, and every host needs a catchphrase. Sir Bruce, well, he had many.
Nice to see you. To see you. A good game. Good game. Yes. Didn't she do well?
He reigned supreme at the helm of the BBC's Generation Game for 6 years, from 1971, then again at the beginning of the 1990s, and had fun doing it.
There's another Phyllis here. All right then, jolly good.
I don't like being called Phyllis.
Oh, you don't?
My name's Phil with a Y.
Phil with a Y. All right, darling. Oh, a bit like that. There's another bundle of trouble. Right.
An all-round entertainer, he went on, of course, to present Strictly Come Dancing, where he mixed his love of singing and dancing.
Arlene Phillips was a judge on Strictly. She remembers his dedication.
And Bruce never stopped working, not just in terms of training, but in rehearsal, going over things. So he worked hard at being Mr. Showbiz. But also, Bruce, to retain his balance, used to spin 80 times a day. He was warming up, he would constantly work his body, and sometimes, even on Strictly, just before he had to go on, you'd see him almost revving himself up like a car, getting prepared to go out there and entertain.
Was the king of TV, the prince of performers and the most generous of people. That's just one of the many tributes today to the game show host and entertainer, Sir Bruce Forsyth, who has died at the age of 89. In a record-breaking career spanning 75 years in shows including Strictly Come Dancing and The Generation Game, Sir Bruce's catchphrases, humour and dancing feat captured the hearts of the nation. Our arts and entertainment correspondent Katie Spencer reports now on his life and legacy.
Nice to see you. To see you.
Sir Bruce Forsyth was one of Britain's best and most popular all-round entertainers.
It's called Organs of the Body, all right?
Singing, dancing and charming the country and the cameras for over 70 years. His comedy and catchphrases are a huge part of Saturday night television for generations.
It's nice to see you. To see you. It's been a marvellous run. I mean, I've had disappointments, big disappointments, and then I've had great highs, and that's what a career is all about. You get over the lows and look forward to the highs, and when you get the highs, enjoy it as much as you can, and that's been what I've done all the time. And I want to play the game with you.
There's nobody in the history of British show business who has endured and worked as hard as he has, but endured in the public's affection with succeeding generation after generation. It's staggering. It's a staggering, staggering achievement that will never, ever, ever be surpassed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sunday night at the London Palladium.
Sir Bruce got his big break comparing Sunday night at the London Palladium in 1958, but he'd been performing since the age of 14 and did years on stage doing summer seasons and panto.
OK, look for a Brucey bonus. There's one there. It might not look very much, but it's worth more than what it looks like.
His first big hit was The Generation Game. He'd found his home on primetime TV, and it's where he stayed for the next 40 years.
A company toy,
He had this amazing ability to take the mickey out of the public, but make the public enjoy the experience, and he had that great warmth. He was such a big star, he could survive a complete car crash. He did a show for ITV called Bruce's Big Night. It was a disaster. Everything about it was terrible. But he survived that. Most people would have gone under. He came back even stronger.
Higher than an 8! Oh! You don't get anything for a pair, not in this game.
Hosting shows played to all his strengths. His comic timings, not to mention his ability to sing and dance, made him hugely popular with the public.
There is a unique gift given to a rare few, the ability to come through the screen, to communicate a human warmth, to inspire in the audience that feeling of they're in safe hands and this is a master of his craft. He had it in abundance.
These gifts, combined with his charity work, earned him an OBE, CBE and eventually a knighthood.
Children, you see, have grown up with me since I was, when I was 30 years old, when I did the Palladium, children were growing up with me. And all the years since then, now, with Strictly, children love the show. I get the letters I get from little kids with drawings and tests of me, and they are your audience that go on forever. And I think the children are the people in this world that have helped me go on forever.
Yes, there they all are. And thank you so much, all of you, for being here. And it's doing me the world of good, this show. Yeah.
At 76, instead of retiring, Sir Bruce made his big TV comeback with Strictly Come Dancing. It was a job he relished for 11 seasons, bringing him a whole new following and waltzing his way into the record books for the longest career in TV entertainment history. Sir Bruce Forsyth was one of the last old-school variety acts. For 7 decades he entertained his public. And didn't he do well? Katie Spencer, Sky News.
Hello. It takes a special kind of TV entertainer to be a favourite with fans across the generations. But Sir Bruce Forsyth, who died today, was exactly that. An icon of the 60s and 70s, a TV giant in the 80s, and still pulling in audiences on Strictly just 3 years ago. London-born Bruce dreamed of working on the stage growing up in Edmonton. Little did he know back then that his career would go on to span an incredible 77 years. Well, Toby Sadler looks back on a glittering showbiz life that began in the capital.
Nice to see you,
Sir Bruce Forsyth was the king of the catchphrase.
Didn't he do well? Yeah, that's it.
Beamed into homes across the country every Saturday night. His timeless appeal kept him on our screens for decades. His big break came in 1958. On the verge of leaving show business, he got a 2-week job on Sunday night at the Palladium. 5 years later, he was still there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sunday night at the London Palladium.
The vicars used to get the church, his sermon, he cut his sermon short on a Sunday night because everybody wanted to get home to see Sunday night at the Palladium. The pubs had closed. The public said, come on, everybody out, Sunday night at the Palladium starts at 8 o'clock.
Fame was a long-held ambition. Sir Bruce started young. This is him aged 14 as the mighty Atom. Born and raised in Edmonton in North London, he did all he could to develop his talents.
I used to dance around the house, take the carpet up so that I had the linoleum on the floor, which made more noise, so I can bash away there. And one day my mother and father said to me, well, we've been watching you, son, and you love Fred Astaire so much. Would you like to go to dancing lessons?
But it was less his dancing and more his quick wit and personality that won over TV fans on shows like The Generation Game.
You have 4 sons?
Yes.
Yes.
And there was 11 years between the last 2, so I don't know what happened there.
It was obvious, nothing.
Oh.
Sir Bruce's game show run would come to an end, but his star kept shining.
Welcome to Have I Got News for You have I got... Yes! Beautiful!
That appearance led to Strictly Come Dancing. In 2011, his life in entertainment was recognised with a knighthood. Sir Bruce Forsyth had been ill for some time. His manager said he died peacefully today, aged 89, at his home in Surrey, with his wife and children at his bedside. Toby Sadler, ITV News.
Well, among the tributes on social media, Claudia Winkleman, Sir Bruce's former Strictly colleague, said he was the king of TV, the prince of performers and the most generous of people. The Bruce you saw really was the man he was. We'll miss him so much. Dame Joan Collins called it a huge loss to the world. He was one of a kind. And Stephen Fry says there was only one Brucey. It was more than nice